My stepmother has been forging my late father's signature on property documents for a year, slowly transferring his rental houses into her name before the will is finalized. She doesn't know I used to work in document forensics for the state attorney's office, and she doesn't know what's special about the pen I left on Dad's old desk. Diane married my father 6 months before his stroke. The day after the funeral, she changed the locks on his office and told the family she was just organizing his affairs. Every few weeks, another deed would quietly transfer the lake house, the duplex on Elm Street, the strip mall. At Sunday dinner, she'd dab her eyes and say, "Your father wanted me taken care of, Sarah. He told me so." My uncle nodded. My aunt looked at her shoes. Diane had already listed 2 of the properties for sale. Last Wednesday, I let myself into Dad's office while Diane was at her hair appointment. I removed the expensive fountain pen she always used for signing Dad's documents and replaced it with an identical one. Same weight, same brand, same engraving. The only difference was the ink. I'd refilled it with a forensic compound we used to use on suspect contracts. Looks like normal blue ink for about 72 hours, then oxidizes and turns deep red, permanently, on every document it ever touched. Thursday morning, Diane sat down at Dad's desk and went to work. She forged his signature on a fresh deed transferring the last rental property, a 4-unit building worth $600,000, into her name. She forged it on the notary affidavit. She forged it on the witness page. She drove the documents to the county recorder's office that afternoon, smiling, and filed them. Then she came home and forged 3 more on backdated checks to herself. Sunday was the family meeting with the estate attorney. Diane sat at the head of the table, smug, with copies of every transferred deed laid out in front of her as proof of Dad's wishes. The attorney picked up the first deed. His eyebrows went up. Every signature on every page was bright crimson red. He flipped to the next deed, red. The next, red. 23 documents, all freshly oxidized, all screaming forgery, in a color no legitimate notary would ever accept. My uncle stood up so fast his chair fell over. The attorney made 1 phone call. 2 sheriff's deputies were at the front door inside an hour. Forensic analysis confirmed the ink was applied within the last week, months after Dad's death. Diane is facing 11 counts of forgery, estate fraud, and felony recording of false documents. The properties came back to the family by Friday.